Amy Medford, Medford Knife and Tool, and you know, I feel like every time I film a video for the Medford guy, aka Jake Smith, Pips Knives, Pips Plows, he one-ups it. He's always got something going on. Jake, he's working it, and he is headed to Sturgis for the show here in South Dakota. I believe it starts August 2nd. He said he's going to be there for 9 days, and he has put together a gargantuan order of sexy-ass knives that are going to be at the show, and I'm guessing that they're going to be available too, or I wouldn't be filming a video. So if you can't make it to Sturgis, and you see very cool knives on the video here today, reach out to Jake and see what you can get your hands on before he takes them to the show, and they're spoken for from all the crazy bikers that are going to show up at the show. Here we go. Let's check out the Sturgis knives for Jake. I'm going to start with the Praetorian T here and work my way down to the end of the line. We have some custom sculpted Praetorian T. I'm going to kind of move quickly here. 3V PVD drop point. It's a silver and blue cross hatch sculpted with PVD clip and breaker. S35 Vulcan Tanto. Yes, it is a Praetorian T with a Vulcan blade. In our last batch, we had maybe 5 Vulcan blades come through, and you know, Jake is a good man. I gave him to Jake for this order. We have a faced and bronze and violet spring, and another crosshatch sculpted handle. The third one here is kind of a feather relief. This was hand sculpted, but it's very light texturing on the surface. It's smooth to the touch. S35 Vulcan Tanto. It's got violet and bronze, and it's like a feathered fan motif. Very cool. The other Praetorian T here, one's a Peaks and Valleys. It's got a bead blasted violet in the recesses and a brushed bronze on the peaks, and it's subtle, and it's got pinstriping around the perimeters in gold. It's got bronze hardware, flamed clip. There isn't anything about this knife that is not to die for. This one here, Jason said we're calling this stained glass. It does really look like stained glass. Got an iridescent quality to it. Really large relief sculpted motif here. And again, a faced spring with PVD clip and breaker. There are a few of these headed to the show in the same configuration. So typically when we have that happen, we only put one on the table. But this is a 3V PVD drop. It's got PVD hardware on the handle and breaker with a flamed handle, and then we did reverse. So it's not for everybody, but I like it. It's a little change up. It's a PVD spring with flamed handle and PVD pivot screw and complementing flame pivot screw on the spring. So they're reverse here. So we have mixed up hardware on this one intentionally, a blue anodized clip. Moving onward, a few different Proxima here. I came up with this idea for Jake. We've had a couple Praetorian tie knives where we've done pinstriping and polished perimeters, and I wanted to dip it some in bronze, some in blue, and keep some silver. So this is bronze perimeters and groove and hardware with everything else PVD. This one's silver perimeter, pivot screws, and the groove. And then the third, of course, we had to do some blue. I like that blue in the groove, and this is a flame, technically a flamed pivot screw, but it's made to look as blue as we possibly can get it. Awesome. Midi Marauders. Okay, we have some faced and flame here. 1, 2, 3. 3 different varieties. This is flamed around the perimeter with a bronze field, bead blasted bronze spring flamed hardware and clip. Kind of a curved tiger stripe with bronze in the field. A blue bead blasted with flamed hardware and clip. And then kind of a mix. Psychedelic, man. Very cool. Bronze bead blasted spring. And then the last one we did just a blackout for anyone, almost blackout. Standard hardware, PVD clip, handle spring blade. So kind of a tuxedo there. A couple of them are just faced and anode. So this one's a bronze. It's got a nice clean flat surface. Very prone to scratching. So you just want to make sure if you do get one of our knives that has faced on the handle, it's very prone to scratching. Be careful with it. Bead blasted on the spring. You know, interestingly enough, the most economical line of knives on the table is the 187 drop point, and I did an exclusive for Jake on this run, and these are, I thought, hot rod and biker motif. I did a hot rod, racer stripes on this one, and then Jason thought it might be a cool idea to splash a little on the clip, so there's a little racing stripe on the clip. And on this, if you catch it in the right light, you'll notice it is PVD, and the bevels have been bronze anodized or flamed to look bronze. So that's a cool little perk there. This one's the same thing, it's just reversed. So this has bronze field, blue stripes, and the same on the clip there. We did a Ghost Rider on this. It's a single color pass, so it's kind of hard to see, but it has the skull looking downward here. He's got his chain whip, and he's on his motorcycle. So Ghost Rider with PVD hardware and clip. Classic old ape hanger style motorcycle for those of you who are a little bit more old school. For the women that will be at the show, or anybody who likes the 187 line and is of the female variety, we have a Biker Babe with PVD hardware and clip. A V-twin image here on the handle with PVD hardware and clip. Oh, and I don't want to miss out on, I love this one, and I know it's going to be for the right person, Hot Rod Flames with flamed hardware embedded in that, and again the flame laid in on the clip there. So I mean, a very cool variety of knives, a big group of knives headed with Jake and Al Verduzco headed out to the Sturgis show this year. I've never been to it. Sounds like it's a colossal event. A lot of people are going to be there. It's going to be the first time Medford will be represented at the show by Jake and Al, and I wish them the best of luck. Again, if there's anything here you see, because this video is going to go live real soon, if there's anything you see and you are not going to make it to the show, I'd reach out to Jake before he makes it. See if he does want to take it to the show, he can possibly get a replication for you and get another knife headed your way. So Jake with Pips Knives, Pips Plows, aka the Medford guy, coming on strong again from Medford Knife and Tool, headed out to Sturgis here shortly. Keep watching the videos. Till next time, I'm out.